Good evening, friends. Happy Friday to all of you. Billions of relief dollars are waiting to be spent. Some lawmakers in Congress suggest that the unused money could be allocated for another round of stimulus checks. There are also a few states that have already put forward new stimulus relief bills. This is your daily news report and fourth stimulus check update. Friends, do make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. And in a video later today, I'll be announcing the winners of this week's $100 Walmart gift card giveaway.
Thank you so much, Representative Bowman, for hosting this critically important special order hour tonight. I love how, Representative Bowman said something that really resonated with me when I was a senior in high school. They really did make it sound like that money was free. That money was far from free, Representative Bowman, as we know. Students in our country have become profit centers. They really, truly have. And it is ruining lives. One of the first ever town halls I had when I first got elected was in Western Wayne, in Wayne County, Michigan. And a young lady, after I opened it up for questions, stood up. She stood up very strong and looks up at me and starts crying in tears, telling me just how incredibly hard it is to be able to survive, become a homeowner, to be able to move on. She told me about how much it felt like she was trapped, like she was hostage to the student loan debt. And the fact that all she wanted to do is give back. She wanted to get her degree and come back to the community that raised her, come back to the community and give back. And it was so incredibly hard. You know, today, as we hear over and over again, 50 million of our neighbors across our country owe trillions in outstanding student debt. That alone should resonate with so many of my colleagues. This must become a national priority. And one of the things that I think is important as we hear about these stories is the human impact. You know, when I was I was the first in my family to graduate from high school. My father only went up to fourth grade education, my mother eighth grade education. You know, my father came here at 19 years old. Could have never imagined, of course, their daughter being able to graduate from high school, go on to college. And yes, I worked full time, Monday through Friday, and took weekend classes to get my law degree. And still, close to $200,000 in debt. And I still owe about $70,000. And most of it was interest. Most of it was our own government making money and profit off of me. And guess what? I didn't go to the for-profit entities. I went to legal aid. I worked at...
The first major stimulus package during the crisis was passed in March 2020. It included about $150 billion for state, local, territorial, and tribal governments through the Crisis Relief Fund. However, the money came with a spending deadline of December 31st, 2021. It must be spent on expenses incurred by that date, with some exceptions. Funding has been used on a vast range of projects, such as small business relief, plastic shields at service desks, and technology. But as of this writing, about $10.4 billion of the money sent to those government entities has not been spent, or the jurisdictions have not yet been reported spending it. A federal transparency website gives the details on which jurisdictions appear to still be sitting on the money. Many of the jurisdictions that have not reported any spending are tribal entities that receive relatively small amounts compared to cities and counties. There are many counties, cities, and states that have not reported much spending out of the fund. In the state of New Mexico, State Governor Michelle Grissom called on legislators to allocate federal stimulus funding during a special session this month, which is a move to accelerate debate over a historic infusion of the $1.1 billion. The New Mexico's governor announcement could push New Mexico lawmakers closer to a decision on how to spend an injection of federal money in a state that has struggled for decades with poverty. Some Republican state representatives have also proposed refundable tax credits for residents of Illinois, feeling the pressure of price increases caused by this rising inflation. These tax credits would break down by filing status. Single filers that earn $75,000 or less a year could receive $200. Head of household filers that make up to $112,500 annually would also qualify for $200. Joint filers earning up to $150,000 could receive $400. The estimated cost of the proposal is $1.4 billion in total. But many Republicans say there are a few ways to pay for it, such as leftover federal crisis relief, reallocated state infrastructure spending, or extra unexpected state revenues from this year. It's not just rising inflation that Republicans can say they are targeting. It is also price increases on everyday products due to issues like supply chain disruptions. The proposal would have to pass through the General Assembly, where legislators will return in January 2022. Republican Representative Tom Demmer had told reporters, "This would be a small token of what we can do to provide relief for taxpayers. $400 won't make all the problems go away, but it could have a positive impact. It could be an extra week or two of groceries. It could be an extra few utility bills." So friends, what are your thoughts on a fourth round of relief payments for all Americans? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. The United States Labor Department just reported that initial claims for unemployment insurance rose last week, but held at levels consistent with how the job market looked before the crisis devastated the United States employment picture. And according to a new U.S. Department of Labor report, more than $87 billion in unemployment benefits funded by the federal government was likely siphoned from the system during the crisis. Much of it is due to fraud. Congress authorized many new programs in the crisis' early days to support millions of workers who had lost their jobs. Those programs, which ended on Labor Day this year, raised weekly benefits, extended the duration of aid, and expanded the pool of jobless Americans who were eligible for payments. The federal government also issued $872 billion in total benefits as of September 30th, 2021. The unprecedented level of funding led to a surge in theft and fraud. States which administer benefits may have issued some payments in error for reasons unrelated to fraud, such as processing errors or application mistakes from claimants. So friends, what are your thoughts on this? Friends, the key word for this video is squash. If you would like to enter today's $100 Walmart gift card giveaway, please make sure you click and like my video. Make sure that you are also subscribed to my channel and comment below this keyword. Thank you so much, friends. Well, friends, thank you so much for joining me here this Friday evening. I truly appreciate all of you who are watching my videos on a day-to-day basis. If you would like to enter this Friday's $100 Walmart gift card giveaway, please click and like my videos, comment below the keyword of my videos, and also make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much, friends, and have a very blessed Friday.